What up, YouTube? I'm back again. You already know. Big Lou, like I said, I was gonna do. Baby. So here it is. Here's the second video. I said I was gonna hit you with two videos, pretty quick videos, short, sweet, to the point, right? So I already did the first one. It's already uploaded onto the channel about Miss White Supremacy, Moscow Marjorie and her bull BS propaganda, thinking she is superior to a Puerto Rican, uh, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and Afro-American Jasmine Crockett. And I already dropped that video. So this video is, obviously, you've seen the thumbnail. If you guys don't know who those two individuals are, those are justices of the Supreme Court of the United States, the highest court in the land, people. So this is Clarence Thomas. He's the individual with the glasses. And Samuel Alito is the other individual, the white individual, obviously, right? Alito, Italian last name. Okay. So I dropped a video about the Supreme Court before, but now it's got a little more jiggy, a little more, and a little more, you know what I'm saying? Since then, it's been barely reported. I don't know why it took so long to report on something like this, but January 17th, 2021, 11 days after the insurrection of the Capitol of January 6th, Justice Samuel Alito at his home had and was flying the flag upside down, which normally would mean distress. But in this case, it was the sign of the steal of the supposed steal of the election, right? The fight. If you don't fight for your country, you won't. If you don't fight like hell, you won't have a country again anymore. That BS that keeps being spewed. I mean, because according to him, everything should have been in the toilet already. According to him, the economy's in the shits already. So why would you wish it to be bad in the next few months? He said this about 6 months ago, right? I'm talking about no other than the cult leader himself of MAGA, Donald Trump, the carnival clown, right? And so when confronted about this, Justice Alito throws his wife under the bus. Wow, who's that sound like? You know what I'm saying? Ted Cruz and the rest of these cowards that consider themselves strong men, alpha men, but quick and fast, they throw their wives and kids under the bus, right? And so Justice Alito says that his wife was responding to a neighbor who had a sign that said F Trump. So she went ahead and put the flag upside down, right? Which is weak as hell because, come on, Justice Alito, this is your property, right? Then 3-4 days later, which I find out yesterday, it was reported yesterday that his beach home, I guess if you call it a beach home or vacation home, I guess, in New Jersey, also was flying the flag up. Another sign of the insurrection or to stop the steal, or however you want to state it. So what the fuck is going on here? And around the same time that these flags are being flown on his properties that he owns, right? He's over there looking into perhaps taking up cases about the election, right? Which he should have had no part of. He should have recused himself, right? Easily, no doubt about it, right? Now, Justice Thomas, he's been a controversial figure ever since before he was on the bench of the Supreme Court, right? Because he's one of those same guys like Donald Trump and Lawrence Taylor and and Harvey Weinstein and these other guys that have been and R. Kelly and P. Diddy, these dudes that love to push their weight around with women that they can get away with, right? You know what I'm saying? Anita Hill had I'm in my and I was a kid when this happened, when this was all brought to the Supreme to the Senate and hearings and all that. Anita Hill, what does she have? What would she have to lie about this? Why? Just to block him from becoming one of the chief justices of the land? I mean, look at Brett Kavanaugh, same thing. They don't care, right? They don't care about any of that as long as the narrative is pushed. The narrative to reverse things, right? Let's take United States back 60 plus years, right? Starting with Roe v. Wade, 54-year-old law, right? Roughly 75% of the nation was okay with that law the way it was, right? Let's let's roll back all these freaking voter rights from the civil rights days, because according to Chief Justice Roberts and them, oh well, we're so far advanced now, we don't need those in place because there's no such thing as racism and all that here in the United States. Bullshit, right? I call bullshit on that. It's fucking more. It's alive and it's alive and well as ever, man. You know what I'm saying? Starting with the fucking with the carnival clown himself, with his spewing bullshit that allows and makes people feel like, yes, it's okay. I could say what I always wanted to say. What I always thought in my head, I could say it out loud now, right? I could say it out loud. Just like Marjorie Taylor Greene is telling a Puerto Rican that's a equal person in as a elected person to Congress, that she don't have the intelligence to debate her, right? Same thing. The reason she feels that uh, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett of Texas, Afro American woman, is fake and this and that and everything else, right? Because they don't, like I said before, and Coulter is blonde haired, blue eyed woman who only looks for blonde haired, blue eyed people that are of WASP, of white Anglo nationalist, white Anglo Saxon Protestants, right? There it is. They telling you people. So Clarence Thomas, again, his wife, and they got text messages to back and emails to back this up. She was involved with text messaging back and forth with Donald Dump's Chief of Staff Mark Meadows during the insurrection of January 6th, talking about push harder. It's got to go harder on some of the fake electors and some of the schemes they had going on. You know what I'm saying? But yet there is Clarence Thomas still sitting there on the bench hearing cases that have to do with things that his wife was involved with, right? But then you got Donald Dump that wants to come out talking about, oh, Judge Merchan is so corrupt and so conflicted. And therefore, and you know where he comes from, right? Oh, because he's of Colombian descent. He's born in Colombia. He's a United States citizen. Therefore, he can't possibly do his job right because he's from Colombia originally, right? Same shit he said about the judge from Texas who was of Mexican descent. That because his parents were from Mexico, he couldn't possibly do his job right as a judge, right? This shit is disgusting, despicable shit. This is the shit that this is the reason why they want to roll back voter rights. This is the reason why they want to roll back affirmative action. This is the reason why they want to roll back DEI, right? They feel so threatened, right? When the percentage is so small of affirmative action in DEI, right? I mean, these people of DEI, of color, and inclusion and all that different backgrounds of maybe they have a little mental health or their sexuality or whatever their nationality. The percentages are small, but the problem is that some of these people are more smarter than you white folks, and for some reason that just scares the shit out of you, and it's just not. It just can't be. We can't let it happen. We have to roll it all back. Even that idiot Stephen Miller, right? He's got to put a lawsuit against the NFL just because the NFL had a rule that they had to interview at least, I think, 2 black coaches. All they had to do is interview the black coaches. They didn't say anything about hiring them, just interview them. And he has a problem with that, right? This shit is ridiculous. These people are sick in the head. This is not this is not the America that any people that came before me uh, envisioned, right? Other than you wacky old people that are kooks in the head and lunatics that are all about white, 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 and you guys are just totally off base, because if you push that, this country is going to go really down and crash, right? And I'll get into that on other videos what I mean by that. But this Supreme Court, man, and there's no safeguards, there's nothing. Dick Durbin needs to wake the fuck up over there in the Senate, and he's the head of the judiciary. He needs to make some type of inquiries into this shit, and they need to put some amendments or some type of safeguards to make sure that these justices, the whole federal level, these lifetime appointments, are held to account of taking gifts and not reporting it like they're supposed to, taking thousands and thousands of dollars worth of gifts and trips and all that. Kavanaugh had all kinds of things paid off that he was in debt of big time. And who did all that, right? Who did all that? Nobody's curious of who did all that. But yet the taxpayers they pay their salaries. You know what I'm saying? Wake the fuck up. There need to be terms on the Supreme Court. There needs to be terms in the Senate. There needs to be terms in Congress. And that's how we alleviate this shit. We just need to figure out what the term should be. All right. Dick Durbin, I don't know if he's just slow. I mean, he's been there since '77, right? So I mean, is he just, is he just don't want to do it because see, that's the thing too. Some of these Democrats feel like them doing that, the other party's going to do the right thing, and that, and they're banking on that, which we keep seeing over and over again. The other side is not going to do the right thing. They're going to do what wins for them and what benefits for them. And Donald Trump's teaching them at the best how to do it, and they keep allowing it over and over again. And then now they're saying, well, fuck it, let me do it too. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, Big Lou is tapping out. Baby, baby.